Hello everyone, this is Jennifer. So this is the part 2 video of the calculation of labor cost control. So our next question is, from the following particulars, they have given the standard time, which is 10 hours. They have told the time rate. So the rate for the employee for each hour is ₹3. They are telling us to prepare a comparative table under Hasley plan and Rowan plan if time taken is 9 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours and 3 hours respectively. So only the time taken of the employee keeps changing. So under each time taken, we are supposed to show them what is the total wages, that is your total earnings, and the labor cost per hour under both the methods, which is Hasley method and Rowan method. So we'll start up our solution. So the first, which is case 1. So under that we have Hasley method and next is Rowan method. So in this, if you see the time allowed, which is your standard time, remains same for both the method. The time taken is 9 hours. So first we'll prepare for 9 hours, then we'll prepare for 8 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours and 3 hours. So this is for the case 1, which is 9 hours. The time saved. Time saved, how will you get? Basically your time allowed minus your time taken. So time allowed or the standard time minus time taken. So your time saved is 10 minus 9, you get 1, and 10 minus 9, you get 1. Your wages. So how do we calculate our wages? Rate into time taken. So that is the calculation of wages, the formula to calculate wages. So here if you see the rate per hour given to the employee is ₹3. So time taken is 9 hours. So 9 into 3, 27. 9 into 3, 27. Bonus. So under Hasley method, how are we supposed to calculate the bonus? Hasley method, 50% into time saved into 0.60, which is the zero. The rate per hour is 3 here, so we'll put that as 3. So under Hasley method, 50% of time saved into rate per hour. So here the rate per hour is ₹3. So 50% into time saved. So 50% into time saved is ₹1 into the rate per hour is ₹3. So which you will get the amount to be 1.50. 3 into 50% is 1.50. Under Rowan method, the calculation is time taken divided by standard time into time saved into 3. So time taken is 9 divided by standard time is 10 into your time saved is 1 into ₹3, which you will get the amount to be $2.70. So the bonus or the incentive paid for the employee for the time saved by them is 1.50 under the Hasley method, and under the Rowan method you get the employee is paid 2.70. Now the total wages. How do we basically calculate the total wages? Is wages plus bonus. That is how we get our total earnings. So 27 plus 1.50, which you get 28.50. So under the Rowan method, 27 plus 2.70 is 29.70. So your total wages divided by time taken, you will get the labor cost per hour, or the total earnings divided by the time taken. So your total wages is 28.50 divided by your time taken is 9, which is equal to 28.50 divided by 9 is 3.17. So for the second one, your total wages is 29.7. So 29.7 divided by your total time taken is 9 hours. So which you will get the amount to be 3 rupees. So if you see, under Hasley method and under the Rowan method, we have taken the time taken to be 9 hours, which is our case 1. So how will we basically calculate the total earnings, which we will get time allowed rate into time taken plus the bonus. So under the Hasley method, you will calculate the bonus, which is equal to 50% into time saved into 3. Under the Rowan method, the bonus calculation will differ, which is time taken divided by standard time into time saved into 3. So if you get the total wages, you're supposed to also calculate the labor cost per unit. So the labor cost calculation formula is total wages divided by time taken. So your total wages for the employee under Hasley method is 28.5 divided by 9, you get 3.17. And under the Rowan method, it is 29.7 divided by 9, which you get 3 rupees. So this is how you're supposed to calculate for each case. So case number 2, which is under Hasley method and under Rowan method. So your time allowed remains same, which is 10 hours. Time taken is nothing but your 8 hours, which is our second case. So under the question which they tell to calculate for 9 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours and 3 hours. So our second case is for 8 hours. So your time saved is 10 minus 8 is 2. 10 minus 8 is 2. So your wages is rate into time taken, 8 into 3 rupees. 8 3s are 24 and 24. So your bonus under Hasley method is, the bonus calculation under the Hasley plan. So it is the same calculation, except that here it is 2 into 3, which is 6 into 50%. You get your bonus under Hasley plan to be 3. So calculation remains the same. So it will be 2 into 3, which is 6. 6 into 50%, which is 3 rupees. So under the Rowan plan, you get the amount to be 4.80. How do we get this 4.80? Which is time taken 8 divided by 10 into 2 into 3, which we get 4.80. So wages plus bonus, you get your total wages, which is equal to 27 in the first case, and in the second case it is 28.80, which is 24 plus 3 27, 24 plus 4.8 28.8. So your labor cost per hour is equal to Here it is 27 divided by 8, which we get 3.38, and in the second case it is 28.8 divided by 8, which we get 3.60. So in the same way we will calculate for the third case, which is when your when your time allowed is 10, and under your Rowan method you have again 10. So your time taken is 6 hours this time. So 6 hours, and it is 6 hours. So your time saved is 10 minus 6, which you get 4, and which you get 4. So your wages is equal to rates into time taken. So time taken is 6, rate is 3 rupees, 6 3s are 18, and here also it is 6 3s are 18, and here also it is 18. So your bonus under the Hasley plan, you get the amount to be 6 rupees, and under the Rowan plan you get it to be 7.20. So your total wages is 18 plus 6, which you get 24, and 18 plus 7.2, which you get 25.20. So your labor cost per hour is equal to 24 divided by 6. So it is 4 and 25.2 divided by 6, which you will get 4.30. So your case 4 is so wherein under the case 4 your time taken is 4 hours. So case 4 under Hasley method and under the Rowan method. So under Hasley method you have 10 hours. So that standard time remains the same irrespective of whichever it is. So your time taken is 4 hours. So your time saved is 10 minus 4, which is 6, and 10 minus 4, which is 6. So your wages is equal to time taken into rates. 4 into 3, 12. 4 into 3, 12. And your bonus under Hasley method, which you will get 50% of time saved, which is 6 into 3. 6 3s are 18 into 50%, which you will get 9 rupees. And under the second, which is under the Rowan method, time taken divided by standard time into time saved into 3. Time taken is 4 divided by time, standard time is 10. 4 divided by 10 into 6 into 3. So you get your amount to be 7.20. So your total of your earnings is 12 plus 9, which is equal to 21, and 12 plus 7.2, which is equal to 19.20. And your labor cost per unit is equal to total earnings divided by the time taken. So 21 divided by 4, which you get 5.25, and 20.2 divided by 4, which you get 4.80. So this is your case 4. So your case 5. Your standard time remains same again. Your time taken in the case 5 is 3 hours. So only the time taken is changing for each case. So your time saved is 10 minus 3, which is equal to 7. And for the second one under Robbins method also, just 10 minus 7, 3, which is equal to 7. So your wages is equal to rate into actual time. So 3 into 3, 3 3s are 9, and 3 into 3, 9. So your Hasley method, you get the bonus to be 10.50, and under your Robbins method, the bonus is 6.30 in calculation with the respective formulas. So your total wages is equal to 9 plus 10.5, which is 19.50, and 9 plus 6.3, which is equal to 15.30. So your labor cost per hour is equal to total earnings, which is 9.5 divided by time taken, which is 3. 9.5 divided by 3, which you get 6.50, and 15.3 divided by 3, which you get 5.10. So this is the calculation of the comparative sheet, basically, which tells how is the bonus differing with each method, and how basically each method differs its earnings and cost per unit because of the differentiation in the calculation of bonus. Still the wages calculation, it remains same. So only the bonus calculation differs because of the method of calculating. So after calculating your bonus, your total earnings will be calculated by adding your wages and bonus, and a cost per unit of the labor will be calculated by dividing the total wages with the time taken by the employee. So we are moving on to the next sum. So our next question is, the time allowed for a job is 8 hours. The hourly rate is ₹8. Prepare a statement showing the bonus earned, the total earnings of labor, and the hourly earnings. Under Hasley method, with 50% bonus for time saved, and Rowan system for each hour saved progressively. It is the same way how we did our previous sum. So the time allowed is 8 hours. So the time allowed remains same, which is 8 hours. And the time taken is basically that we are supposed to calculate. They are telling for each hour saved progressively. So each hour is saved in the time saved. So if you see the C column, which is time saved, time allowed minus time taken, which is for the first one it is 0, for the second one it is 1, for the third one it is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Hence your time taken will be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, wherein you are saving 1 hour under each of the cases. And your wages is, which is B into ₹6, the time taken into the rate of payment, which is your hourly rate, ₹8. So 8 into 8, 64, 7 into 8, 56, 6 into 8, 48, 5 into 8, 40, 4 into 8, 32, 3 into 8, 24, 2 into 8, 16, 1 into 8, 8. And the Hasley bonus. Now we are supposed to calculate the bonus part under the Hasley method and under the Rowan method. Under the Hasley method, how are we supposed to calculate is time saved into half, which is 50%, into rate. which is 8 rupees. So time saved is your column number C. So C into half into rupees 8. So which you get 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 and 28. And under the Rowan method, the bonus will be calculated as the time saved divided by the time allowed or the standard time. The time saved is the column number 3, C divided by A, time allowed, which is your standard column, into B, which is nothing but your time taken into rate, which is 8 rupees. So you get your value to be 0, 7, 12, 15, 16, 15, 12 and 7. For each hour we are calculating. So till it gets reduced to the least number, which is your 1. So your total earnings under the Hasley method, wages plus Hasley bonus, 64 plus 0, 64, 56 plus 4, 60, 48 plus 8, 56, 40 plus 12, 52, 32 plus 16, 48, 24 plus 20, 44, 16 plus 24, 48 plus 28, 36. And your total earnings under the Rowan method is wages plus Rowan bonus, which is 64 plus 0, 64, 56 plus 7, 63, 48 plus 12, 60, 40 plus 15, 55, 32 plus 16, 48, 24 plus 15, 39, 16 plus 12, 28, 8 plus 7, 15. So now you're supposed to calculate the total earnings per hour of the labor, so which is equal to G, which is your total earnings divided by B, which is time taken. So G, 64 divided by 8, you get 8 rupees. Under the Rowan method, you take the Rowan method's total earnings divided by the time taken, which is 64 divided by 8. So for the second one, so under the Hasley method, you have 60 divided by 7, which you get 8.57. Under Rowan method, which is 63 divided by 7, which you get 9. So we calculate everything like that and we get the total earnings of labor per hour. So this is how you're supposed to prepare the table if they tell us to calculate the bonus, the total earnings and the total earnings of the labor hourly basis. So this is an easy way of comparing the Hasley bonus and the Rowan bonus. So moving on to the next problem. So the next question, a worker takes 9 hours to complete a job on daily wages and 6 hours on a scheme of payment. His day rate is 75 paisa an hour. The material cost of a product is rupees 4 and the overheads are recorded at 150% of the total wages. Calculate the factory cost of the product under piecework plan, Rowan plan and Hasley plan. So before that, let us calculate the labor cost of the employees under each plan. So under the piecework plan, the wages will be calculated as workers shall be paid 6 hours at rupees 75 paisa an hour. So which you get 6 hours into 75 paisa, which you get 4.50. This is nothing but your piecework. So wages are calculated on the total number of hours worked into the rate per hour, or the total hours taken into the rate per hour. So 6 hours into 75 paisa, which you get 4.50. So under the Rowan method and Hasley method, let's calculate. First, let's calculate the time saved. So your standard time that is given is 9 hours for the employee to complete the work, and your actual time is which is 6 hours, which is the time taken by the employees to complete the work. Therefore, the time saved is the actual time minus standard time minus the actual time. 9 minus 6 we get 3. 9 minus 6 we get 3. So now let's calculate the wages. So your wages is equal to time taken into rate per hour. So your rate per hour is 0.75. 0.75. So time taken is 6 into 0.75, which you get 4.50, and 6 into, under the Hasley method also it is 6 into 0.75, it is 4.50. Now your bonus, the calculation of bonus under the Hasley method is, so you will get 50% into time taken. Your time taken is 6 divided by into the rate per hour 0.75, which you get 0.75 into 6 into 50%, you get it to be 0.75 into 3. The time saved is 3. So 0.75 into 3 into 50%, which you get as 1.12. And under your Rowan method, so your calculation is, bonus is time saved divided by time saved, which is 3, divided by standard time, which is 9, into the time taken, which is 6, into the rate per hour, which is 0.75. So you get your amount to be 1.50. So your total earnings is equal to 4 plus 1.2, which is equal to 5.62 under the Hasley method, and 4 plus 1.5, which is equal to 6 rupees under the Rowan method. So this is your bonus calculation, wages calculation, and your total earnings. So now let us calculate or prepare the factory cost. So your factory cost under the piecework, Hasley method, and the Rowan method. So we start with materials like the cost sheet. So in order to calculate our factory cost, we will prepare like a cost sheet. So you start with materials. So materials amount that they have given is the material cost of a product is rupees 4. So 4 rupees will remain same for all the methods. Now we will move on to the direct labor cost, which is direct labor. So under direct labor, so for the piecework we have 4.50, which we calculated, which is 4.50. For under the Hasley method, it is 5.62, and under the Rowan method, which is 6, which we calculated. Now your factory overheads. Your factory overheads, they are telling it to be 150 percentage. The question they are telling us it is 150 percentage of direct wages. So your direct wages is 4.5 into 150%, which you get 6.75. And under the Hasley method, 5.62 into 150%, which you get 8.43. Under the Rowan method, 6 into 150%, which you get 9 rupees. So now your total cost, which is your total factory cost, the resultant figure is nothing but your factory cost, which is the total, which you get 15.25 under the Peace method. Under the Hasley method it is 18.05, and under the Rowan method it is 19 rupees. So factory cost is the total of your cost, which is materials, direct labor and the factory overheads. So now let's move on to the next question. So our next question, a worker produced 200 units in a week time. The guaranteed weekly wage payment for 45 hours, which is nothing but your time taken. If the employee takes time 45 hours, he's paid 81 rupees. So this is the guaranteed wage payment. The expected to produce one unit is 15 minutes, which is further raised by 20%. So the expected time, that is your standard time which they set was 15 minutes, but the company has raised it by 20% under the incentive scheme. What will be the earnings per hour of the worker under Hasley method, which is 50% sharing of the incentive, and under the Rowan bonus schemes? So expected time, which if you see it is 15 minutes and it is raised by the company by 20%. So 15 minutes plus 20% of 15, which you get 3. So 15 plus 3, which you get, the total expected time is 18 minutes. So now time allowed to actually weekly production is, so this is a weekly production which they have told, which is 200 units into 18 minutes, which we get 3600 minutes or 60 hours. So this 60 hours is nothing but the expected time. Since everything is in weekly, we are supposed to calculate this also into weekly. So we get 60 hours, which is nothing but our standard time. So time saved is 60 hours minus 45 hours, which is standard time minus time taken. So 15 hours is your time saved. Now if we see wages, they have given for total, which is 81 rupees for 45 hours, but we need wage calculation for per hour. So 81 rupees divided by 45 hours, which we get 1.80 for per hour. So now this 1.80 is the rate taken for per hour calculation for our total earnings. Now we'll calculate the total earnings under the Hasley method and the Rowan method. So under the Hasley method, time taken is 45 hours into rate per hour is 1.80 plus 50% into time saved is 15 into rate per hour is 1.80. So now you get now we get our answer to be 45 into 1.80, which we get 81 rupees, and %50 of 15 into 1.80, which we get 31.50. So now your total earnings is equal to 94.50, which is 81 plus 31.50. So now this is your total earnings. Now we are supposed to calculate the earnings per hour. So your earnings per hour is equal to your total earnings divided by time taken. So your total earnings is equal to your total earnings is equal to 94.50 divided by 45 hours, which you get it to be 2.10. So your earnings per hour under the Hasley method is total earnings, which you get 94.50. So earnings per hour is total earnings divided by time taken by the employee, which is 94.50 divided by 48 hours, which you get 2.1 hour is the earnings per hour of the employee. Now under the Robin method, your total earnings is equal to hours worked, which is 45, into rate per hour, which is 1.80, plus your time saved, which is your time saved is 15, divided by total standard time, which is 60, into your time taken is 45 hours into 1.80, the rate per hour. So you get your answer to be 101.25. So which is equal to which is equal to 101.25. If you calculate it, you will get this as your answer. Now your earnings per hour is equal to the same way which we calculate, which is total earnings divided by time taken. So now here your total earnings is equal to total earnings is 101.25 divided by 45 hours. So which you get 2.25 as your answer. So if you calculate in the calculator, you will get the answers to be this. So under the Hasley method, your total earnings is 94.5 and earnings per hour is 2.1, and under Rowan method, your total earnings is 101.25 and earnings per hour is 2.25. So our next question is, there are two piece workers A and B who are paid at ₹5 for each piece work executed, which cost ₹15 per piece in materials. The material cost is ₹15 per piece in a working day of 8 hours. So they are working for probably around 8 hours. A can complete 4 pieces and B can complete 3 pieces. So the quantity produced by A is 4 pieces and B is 3 units. If the overhead charges be ₹1.50 per hour, show which of the two pieces of work is more useful to the firm. So like comparative cost sheet will prepare and will show who is more useful to the firm or the organization. So we'll start with the material cost. So materials, it is at ₹15 per unit. So 15 into 4, 15 fours are 60 and 15 into 3 it is 45. Now we have the wages. So wages, they are telling it is ₹5 for each piece work that they are doing. So at ₹5, so you get 5 into 4, 5 fours are 20, 5 threes are 15. Now you get your prime cost. So prime cost is equal to 60 plus 20, which is equal to 80, and 45 plus 15, which is equal to 60 rupees. Now go ahead with the overhead expenses. Add up your overhead expenses. So your overhead expenses is at ₹1.50 per hour. So how many works are they working? They are working for 8 hours. So 1.50 into 8, which is equal to 12 rupees for both the workers. Now if you add your overhead cost, you get our total cost. So our total cost is equal to 18 plus 12, which is 92, and 60 plus 12, which is 72. So this is your total cost. Total cost per unit is equal to your total cost divided by the number of units. So your total cost is 92 divided by 4. So you get 23. Total cost divided by the number of units. So your total cost for worker A is 92 divided by 4, which you get 23, and 72 divided by 3, which you get 24. So if you see, the per unit cost is lower in case of worker A when compared to worker B. So hence worker A is supposed to be known as more useful from the point of view of the organization. Someone who can give a lower cost are more useful to the organization. Hence, worker A is assumed to be more useful to the organization. So, moving on to the next question. Which is from the data given below, calculate the comparative cost for a job in a factory A and B. So you're supposed to calculate the factory cost. So they've given for factory A and for factory B the standard time, the actual time, the hourly rate of wages. So it is the hourly rate, material cost, and the factory overheads. So now we will first calculate the labor or the total earnings, the wages, basically for factory A and for factory B, which is under the Robbins method and the Hasley method. So factory A goes under Hasley method and factory B goes under the Robbins method. So before that, time saved we'll calculate. The factory A is equal to standard time minus your actual time. 250 hours minus 200 hours, which we get 50 hours, and for factory B it is 240 hours minus 210 hours, which is 30 hours. Under the Hasley method, the total earnings is equal to time taken into rate per hour plus 50% into time saved into rate per hour. So that is your calculation. So time taken is under the Hasley method, time taken is 200 hours into rate per hour is 2.50, which is given in the question, plus 50% of time saved, which time saved is 50 hours into rate per hour is 2.50. So you get your answer to be rupees 562.50. So under the Robbins method, your total earnings will be calculated using the formula hours worked into rate per hour plus time taken divided by standard time into time saved into rate per hour. So hours taken is 210 hours into rate per hour is 3 rupees. 3 plus your time taken is 210 your time saved is 240 minus 200, which is 30, divided by 240, which is a standard time, into time saved, which is 210 into 3. This is time taken. So your time taken is 210 and your time saved is 30. So 210 into 30, which is hours worked into rate per hour, plus time taken, which is 210 divided by 240 into time saved is 30 into rate per hour is 3. So you get your amount to be rupees 780 708.75. So now if you see, now we're supposed to prepare the comparative work cost. So we start with material cost. So material cost is for factory A, it is, what have they told for material cost for factory A? 1000, and for factory B it is 900. So material cost is 1000 and for factory B it is 900. Now we add our direct wages. So for factory A it is 562, which is the Hasley method they are following, 562.50, and for factory B it is Robin method, which is 708.75. Now if we total up, we'll get our prime cost, which is equal to 1562.5 for factory and 1608.75 for factory B. This is nothing but your prime cost. Now let's add our factory overheads. So factory overheads is, for A it is for factory A it is, they have told the factory overhead is 150% of wages, and for factory B it is 133.5% of wages. For factory A it is 150% of wages. Your wages is 562.50. So you get the amount to be 843.75, and for factory B it is 133 1/3 percentage of this 133 1/3 percentage of direct wages. So direct wages here it is 708.75. So you get the amount to be 945 rupees. So now if we total up, we get our factory cost to be 2406.25 and 2533.75. This is nothing but our factory cost or works cost. So this is how you're supposed to prepare our comparative works cost in order to calculate the works cost or factory cost. Thank you.